Alright, hello everybody, welcome to your safari tour for today. My name is Jasmine and I'm going to be your safari guide. If you can hear me nice and clearly, I want you to give a big wave to the camera at the front of your carriage. Awesome, thank you so much. And just before we get started into our first area here, I just want to remind you of a few safety things. So just a reminder to please stay seated for the duration of the tour today. If you have any children under the age of 4, please keep them seated on your lap at all times. Please also keep your arms inside the carriages. If you do drop anything outside of the carriage, unfortunately we cannot stop to pick it up, but please let us know after the tour and we'll get someone to retrieve your item for you. And in the event of a medical emergency, there is a phone number at the front of every carriage and a button at the top of every carriage. Please press or call through to one of these and we will get you the help that you need, but please only use these in the event of an actual emergency. Now with all of that out of the way, who's excited for safari? Oh, it sounds pretty good, but I think we can do better. Who's excited for safari? That sounds really good. Alright, we're going to head through into our first area now, and this is the arid habitat. So this is like a desert environment. Now as we come through into each new area, we will pause for a second to make sure those gates close properly behind us. So take this time to have a look out and see what you can see that you would expect to see in the desert. We're going to see lots of different things, lots of sand and trees, even a few animals. Now what animal can you spot over there? A camel, right? Now do you know what her name is? Her name is Alice.
Alice the camel has 3 humps. Alice the camel has 3 humps. Alice the camel has 3 humps. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 2 humps. Alice the camel has 2 humps. Alice the camel has 2 humps. So go, Alice, go. Alice the camel has 1 hump. Alice the camel has 1 hump. Alice the camel has 1 hump. So go, Alice, go.
Now as you can see there, these 2 camels, they do only have 1 hump, and that's why they're more commonly known as a one-humped camel rather than their actual name, which is a dromedary camel. And you can see that they're having breakfast. This is their favourite breakfast spot every single morning, so the keepers always pop some food out there for them. They also pop some food out for the scimitar horned oryx, which we will see very shortly. But to your right, you may spot some female ostrich. If you do see the ostrich, please take note of their colour, because we'll see some male ostrich later on and they look completely different from each other, which is really cool, and I'll tell you a little bit about why later on when we see those male ostrich. So up ahead here are the scimitar horned oryx. This is a family unit, which means they are used in conservation and release programs. So sometimes when they have babies, we release them out into the wild because they once were declared extinct. But now there's a few different populations out where they're naturally located. Check out those big horns as well. Do you see how they face backwards? If they have any predators like lions that are trying to be quite sneaky and hunt them, they're going to get a pretty rude shock with those horns. Now we are going to go through into our next area, and to get there we have to go through the hippo pond. So it does get a little bit bumpy as we travel through the water, but keep your eyes out to your left. Sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes you can spot tulip, lotus or primrose, the three hippopotamus girls in our pair. Now don't worry if you can't see them, you can always take a walk over to Hippo Beach later and see them right from the front of their pond. But still, let's keep our eyes out for them. Do we see them? I don't know. They might still be underwater. Now that we've safely made it through the hippo pond, we are coming into the woodlands. Now you'll notice that this area looks totally different to the arid habitat that we've just come from. There's lots of grass, lots of trees. You can see some geese flying in the air as well. There's also a really big water hole, and that's what's attracting all of these beautiful birds. So as we go through this area, I want you to see how many different birds you can count. It's a little bit of a challenge. So I can already spot some ibis and some magpie geese. I don't know if I can count how many there are there. There looks to be quite a lot around. Let's make our way around and see if we can find anything else here as well. That we have in this area are still out in their bed areas at the moment, which means as we come back through this area, we'll get a closer look at them. But for now, we're going to make our way over and across the Werribee River. As we head through this gate here, we are actually leaving the zoo completely for a second. We're coming into an area that's a corridor for Australian wildlife. So we get lots of kangaroos and wallabies, wombats and echidnas through this area. And they can get through because the fences have a gap at the bottom of them to allow them through here. So keep your eyes out. You might be lucky enough to spot a wallaby or a kangaroo, and shortly we'll be crossing the river, and I want you to keep your eyes peeled for any platypus in the water. We also have some wild turtles and lots of fish and birds as well over the river. So keep your eyes out, you may be lucky enough to spot something there. Now we have made it up to the river road. Can anyone guess why this is called the river road? We're not very inventive here at Werribee Zoo, but it is a road that runs directly next to the river. Hopefully, we'll have some beautiful animals coming up very shortly. Looks like these guys are still in bed as well, so what do you say we head to the savannah? All of those animals are early risers, so we're going to head down there first and see what we can spot. Now as we head down there, I'm going to play a little song for you, and I need you to clap your hands along and see if we can rise all of these animals out of bed. Alright, so well done clapping your hands, everybody. It looks like we have been welcomed by one of the ostrich boys here. Now this here is Napoleon. And as you can see, he's a very big bird. But if you got to see the female ostrich earlier, you would have seen that they are a lot lighter in colour and the boys are this beautiful dark black. That's so that they can protect their eggs on their nest. So boys take the night shift sitting over the nest to blend in with the dark around them, and girls take the day shift to blend in with the ground around them. And super special, it looks like the waterbuck have made an appearance today. So they're typically only visible or out and about in the mornings. After that, they like to hide away in the tree lines because they're very shy. And if you didn't get a good look at the ostrich before, we do have another boy ostrich up ahead. Now it looks like he's foraging to find some food in amongst the grass. So let's see if he finds anything for himself. What is he eating? Looks like he's eating some pebbles. Some pebbles and some pellets that the keepers have popped out for them. Did you know that ostrich often have stones and pebbles in their stomach so that they can eat lots of plants and it breaks up nicely for them to digest? Now, there's only a few animals that do this in the animal kingdom, but ostrich are one of them. Now shortly we are going to be headed down into the lower savannah. Take a look over to your left hand side and have a look at that beautiful view around you. Now to get down into the lower savannah, we do have to go down a fairly steep hill, but if you enjoy roller coasters or really fun things, feel free to put your arms in the air and enjoy the ride down. Once we get down into the lower savannah, we're going to have ourselves a jungle party.
Everybody move your body, everybody shake your body, everybody move your body, shake your body, stand your body, bring it again to the body, do it to the body, bring it again dancing too, get ready to make some move, cause it's ready to go, it's ready to go, guys, boom, 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 boom,
Alright, so up ahead here you can see that we have some more ostrich, but in the distance looks like I can see some zebra and some eland as well. Also in the distance, can you see the ostrich doing a little bit of a dance over there? You might be able to see our keepers in the ute checking out those eland at the moment, and that ostrich is trying to get some extra tasty snacks. And just below this hill here as well, you might be able to see lots of muddy puddles. These are made by our rhinos on really rainy days. They roll themselves around so that on warm days like today, they can cover themselves in mud, which acts as a bit of a sunscreen for their skin. So over here you might be able to spot some zebra. Does anyone know, are they white with black stripes or are they black with white stripes? Well, this is where I give you permission to look at a zebra's butt cheeks, because where their legs rub together, there's no fur, and you can tell that they are in fact black with white stripes. You might also notice that some of their white stripes are turning a little bit of a brown colour. That's because they love to roll around in rhino poo. Now you might be thinking, that's really gross, why do they enjoy rolling around in rhino poo? But for them, it's a really important natural strategy. So in the wild, they have lots of predators and all of them hunt using smell. So if they smell more like a rhino than a zebra, they're much less likely to be trapped and hunted. You can already spot some of the giraffe boys who are awaiting a roam around on the savannah, and also some of the rhino as well. So as we come around this corner, see how many different animals you can spot. And then we're going to go past the eland, which are the largest antelope species in the world. See if you can spot Tilly. She is the only eland here that has just one horn.